So I did a thing. Yeah, I just wasted about 2.5 weeks of my life watching WrestleMania main events, so you guys don't have to. Today, I'm going to be ranking them from worst to best. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Here we go. WrestleMania main events from worst to best, night 1 and night 2. Let's get it. Starting off this list, we're going to Vegas, as we are again for the third time, twice in 2 years. I don't know why they did that. They should have just kept it in New Orleans. But anyways, for number 1, we are going with WrestleMania 9, Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan. What were they thinking? You had the real main event between Yokozuna and Bret Hart, which was phenomenal. It was very good. Hulk Hogan waits on the outside of the ring for Bret Hart to lose just to go into the ring and drop a leg drop onto Yokozuna and win. This was literally under a minute. This match was under a minute. They should have just cut the show off with Yokozuna holding the title up, Bret and Hogan looking up at him. This was so stupid. This was the worst booking decision I think I've ever seen in my life. Next up at 46, we have Hulk Hogan versus Sid Justice. This was the worst match I think I have ever seen. Next up, we got Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre. Oof. 1.25 stars for me. This is slightly better than Yoko versus Hulk because it was an actual match and they both got in some offense together. It was a structured match, if you would call it that. It was 4 minutes of straight ass, but it was a legitimate match, unlike Yoko versus Hogan. But it was basically a Suplex City finisher fest, and Drew McIntyre wins with a Claymore. Next up, we got WrestleMania 27, also a 1.25 star for me. Literally an ad read for the next year's WrestleMania main event, resulting in The Miz having a gnarly concussion. He literally forgot about this entire match. He has no recollection of it. The Miz deserves better, man. He needs another main event, honestly. He needs a main event that he can remember. This match was literally ended in a double countout for some reason, with The Rock, the host of WrestleMania, coming out to announce that it was now a no DQ match, just to have The Rock hit a rock bottom on John Cena and have The Miz win so they could set up for the next year's WrestleMania main event. This was the dumbest shit I've ever seen. And the match was fantastic leading up to that point. Why do they have to have it end in a double countout just to have The Rock come out to promote the next year's WrestleMania? I don't understand. This match was great. Next up, we have WrestleMania 13, Psycho Sid versus The Undertaker. Sid literally shits himself in this match, and The Undertaker buries the nastiest, smelliest tombstone pile driver of all time for the 3 count. This was something else. Next up, we got WrestleMania 33, Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. Billed as a no-holds-barred match, and all they used was a chair. It was very slow, very boring. Undertaker was pretty old at this point, so he was moving very sluggish. This match was just not good at all. 1.5 stars on my rating. That was a very not good main event. There was so many other good matches on this card that could have been the main event. Next up, we got WrestleMania 11, Bam Bam Bigelow versus Lawrence Taylor. 2 stars on my rating. This match wasn't terrible, but it really wasn't anything special. Lawrence Taylor just literally coming in to sell tickets pretty much because WWE still wasn't really too over by this point. So they were trying to get celebrities into matches so they could sell more tickets and sell more pay-per-views. Next up, we have WrestleMania 7, Sergeant Slaughter versus Hulk Hogan. Honestly, it wasn't that bad, but Sergeant Slaughter is just very slow. His manager is very annoying. He needs to shut the fuck up. But in all honesty, it wasn't that terrible. Next up, we have WrestleMania 25, Randy Orton versus Triple H. I rated this at 2 stars. The build-up warranted a no-holds-barred or literally any type of no disqualification stipulation match But instead we got, if you get disqualified, you use your title match. Why? They were breaking into each other's houses, throwing each other through their front windows. They were going crazy. This build-up was insane. This Randy Orton punted and kissed Stephanie McMahon on the lead-up to this match. How are you going to put it in if you get disqualified to use your title? How does that make any sense? This should have been, by bare minimum, a no disqualification match. Next up we have WrestleMania 2000. This match is pretty not very good. WWE Championship Fatal 4-Way match. Mick Foley, The Rock, Big Show, Triple H, with a McMahon in every corner. This match was so ass. Mick Foley should have won, but got taken out second. The final two should have been Rock and Foley, with Foley winning. Next up, I have the first ever WrestleMania main event of all time. WrestleMania 1, Mr. T and Hulk Hogan versus Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper. I have this at a 2.25 star. It's not that bad for what it was. It really wasn't. The crowd was rowdy the entire time. Every time Mr. T was tagged in, the crowd would explode. Every time Hulk Hogan would hit a move, the crowd would explode. Every time the heels would do something dastardly, the crowd would boo. The crowd was really into this one, and it made me into it. I liked this match, but for a first WrestleMania main event, it honestly isn't that bad. Next up I have WrestleMania 34, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. This match was rough to watch back. I wanted Roman to win so bad, and he didn't. He came so close though. Basically a low-effort finisher fest between the two behemoths in this one. Roman got split open. Nobody really cared. The crowd was chanting for CM Punk, and this is awful. Actually, nobody cared about this match. Next up we have WrestleMania 10, the redemption of the previous year's WrestleMania main event. Roddy Piper as the special guest referee. He was doing great. He was very split down the middle. There was no obvious partnerships with either of the competitors. He was a very good referee, honestly. I liked him as ref. Bret Hart finally winning against Yokozuna. This was a decent match. That's why I rated it mid. Next up we have the WrestleMania 2 main event between Hulk Hogan and King Kong Bundy, with special guest referee Robert Kennard. This was in Hall 3, I believe Los Angeles was where this match took place, because it was in 3 different locations. Of course, Hulk Hogan wins this match, but King Kong Bundy was an epic heel in this one. There was so many times where he came so close to crawling out of the door, but Hulk Hogan climbs over the top of the cage and wins the title. This match was pretty good. 2.5 stars. Next up we have Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 3. This is the most iconic wrestling match of all time. I don't care who you ask, I don't care what they say. If they don't say this is the most iconic wrestling match of all time, they are lying. This is what put WWE on the map. This is what put wrestling on the map. This match was insanely hyped. The initial stare down with the commentary, the irresistible force meeting the immovable object, is the most peak line I have ever heard in my entire life. This match ended with Hulk Hogan body slamming Andre the Giant finally. He was trying to body slam Andre the entire match, wasn't working, but he finally got through with it. He finally landed the body slam and a leg drop for the 1, 2, 3. This match is actually pretty good. 2.5 stars. Next up we have WrestleMania 38 Night 2. I have this at a 2.5 star. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, the last one ever, or so they say. They said the same thing with Rock and Cena, but they then had a second match for some reason. I don't know. Let me stop rambling. I wanted Cowboy Brock to win this match so bad, but Roman Reigns retains the title and becomes undisputed champion, turning him into the greatest of all time. So I guess it was worth having Brock lose this. Roman Reigns, with the craziest run I've ever seen in my lifetime, holding the title for 1,316 days. This dude was a menace. Greatest champion of my lifetime, and this is where it all kicked off, winning the Undisputed Championship against Brock Lesnar. Next up we have WrestleMania 29, Rock vs. Cena 2. This match was so unnecessary to happen, considering the previous match between Rock and Cena was called Once in a Lifetime. just for them to go back to the well and do it the year after. Really? I think this match should have been a triple threat with Punk added in, and I think if it was a triple threat, it would have been way better than this one. Also, in my opinion, I think it should have just been CM Punk versus John Cena because their rivalry was fucking peak, and they never got to main event or WrestleMania together, and they should have. But 2.5 stars for Rock Cena 2. It was an okay match, just literally copy and paste of the previous year. Not too much happening in that match. Cena gets his revenge though. I guess that's cool. I don't really care though because it should have been CM Punk in this spot. It was a decent match. Next up we have WrestleMania 4, the tournament, with the tournament final being between Randy Savage and Ted DiBiase. I rated this a 2.75 star. Hulk Hogan, of course, comes out, doesn't really get too much involved. Kind of helps Randy Savage win the title though, which was pretty cool. I like that involvement of Hulk Hogan because Andre the Giant was making things unfair. Randy Savage wins. Next up I have WrestleMania 5 between Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage. The Mega Powers explode. This match was pretty good. Randy Savage was playing a great heel this whole match. I really like Randy Savage as a heel, and I'm surprised I did because I know him more as being a face. I've never really seen him as a heel, but he really played the part well. Although Hulk Hogan wins, where I think Randy Savage should have retained, the match wasn't terrible. I have it at a 3 star. Next up I have Kevin Owens versus Steve Austin, no holds barred, main eventing WrestleMania 38 at a 3 star. Kevin Owens got his dream match in the WWE Universe, was surprised with a decent match between KO and Austin. This match was okay. It was basically just all about the huge pop for Austin accepting KO's challenge, and also it was a huge pop moment for Steve Austin winning the match in Dallas. This was an epic surprise for sure. Also, Vince McMahon's Stunner Cell is the greatest Stunner Cell I've ever seen here at WrestleMania 38. Next up we have WrestleMania 18 between Chris Jericho and Triple H for the Undisputed Championship. I have this at a 3.25 stars. It was a pretty boring match. I think Rock and Hogan should have main evented this one, but nothing about this match was offensive whatsoever. This was a great match, just misplaced on the card. This match, all in all, was pretty decent though. It was nothing offensive for sure. Next up I have Hulk Hogan vs. Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6 for the WWE, not what it was called back then, World Heavyweight Championship and the IC Championship. This match was peak. This match was very good. The crowd seemed to be 50-50 split. They didn't know who to cheer for. They both got huge pops every time either of them hit a move. Ultimate Warrior getting his flowers here and winning this match against Hulk Hogan was awesome. Very deserved match. This guy was on top of the world at this point, and I believe they chose the right winner here for this one. Next up I have WrestleMania 32 between Roman Reigns and Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship. This match wasn't bad by any means. It was just a back and forth with a bunch of close call false finishes. The match was just drawn out. It didn't need to be as long as it was. They should have shortened this. It was a 27-minute match. I feel they should have made it like a 20-minute, maybe even 18-minute match, and it would have been way better. Next up I have WrestleMania 35 for the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships between Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Ronda Rousey. 3.5 stars here for me. It was a very high impact match with a potentially botched finish. Ronda's shoulders seems like they might have been off the mat, and Becky seemed to be confused when the ref hit the 3 count, but all of that clearly went away when Becky's music hit and she held up the 2 titles, with the crowd going insane for her. Next up I have WrestleMania 21 between Batista and Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship. This match was very slow and boring, but Triple H made a star out of Batista, so I guess it was okay. Next up I have WrestleMania 41 Night 2 between Cody Rhodes and John Cena for the WWE and Universal Championships. This match is severely overhated, all because The Rock didn't show up and John Cena worked a slow pace. I loved it for what it was. John Cena could have worked a little quicker, but I mean, I didn't mind the methodical pace because he was a heel at the point, like everyone knew. So expecting him to work a faster pace was just stupid. So I liked how this match played out. Also, Travis Scott coming out was peak. Everyone was jumping and singing. I don't want to hear anything from anyone in the comments. That was a peak moment, but it was ruined by The Rock not coming out with him. Of course, The Rock should have been there to culminate this storyline, but it is what it is. The Rock had other plans. He was filming Moana 2, so he couldn't be there. He was in Hawaii. It is what it is. But how the match played out, for what it wasn't terrible. I have this at a 3.75 star match. Next up, I have WrestleMania 36 Night 1 between AJ Styles and The Undertaker in the cinematic Boneyard match. AJ entering this match with Taker's theme song popping out of a casket was awesome, and then Taker pulling up on his bike was also really sick. It felt spooky with all the fog in the graveyard. Gallows and Anderson had a few moments in this. Taker big boots AJ into a ditch and buries him alive, which was fucking awesome. This match was fantastic for what it was, and it was very enjoyable and entertaining. I think they cooked with what they had, and it was pretty cool. It was entertaining. It was something new, something we've never seen before. I think it was cool. Next up, I have WrestleMania 14 for the World Heavyweight Championship between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels. This match was awesome and had a lot of great spots. Mike Tyson hitting the fast count for the 3 was awesome. The crowd was rowdy the entire time, as usual, because it's in Boston. Boston has the best crowds in the United States, I would say, in my opinion. I feel like they should bring SummerSlam to either Fenway or Foxborough. We deserve it, but that's not what we're here talking about. This match was awesome. I have it at a 3.75 out of 5 stars. Next up, we have WrestleMania 40 tag match. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins versus Rock and Roman Reigns. The Rock finally came back to actually wrestle in a match. It was truly peak. This match was actually really good. I was impressed by The Rock's work rate in this match. The outcome of this bout had so many stakes, with The Rock and Roman Reigns winning, turning Night 2 into the Bloodline Rules match. Next up, I have the 60-man Iron Man match at WrestleMania 12 between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels finally getting his childhood dream accomplished, winning the championship after all these years of scratching and clawing to the top. He finally did it, and this match was fantastic, ending in a draw, resulting in an overtime period where Shawn Michaels pinned Bret Hart in the overtime and wins the championship. This match was great. 4 stars out of 5. Next up, we have WrestleMania 15 for the World Heavyweight Championship, a no disqualification match with the special guest referee being Mankind. We got Stone Cold versus The Rock. This match was really fucking good. This match was awesome. Stone Cold turning heel didn't really make a lot of sense, joining Vince McMahon, but in the moment, I'm sure it was peak and everyone was losing their shit. The crowd seemed like they were going crazy when this happened. Next up, we have the WrestleMania 30 main event for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship between Batista, Daniel Bryan, and Randy Orton. This match was awesome. When they rolled Daniel Bryan out on a stretcher and he said, "Nah, get me the fuck back in there, bruh," and he came and hit a flying goat, flying headbutts, lapel locks, or yes locks, I guess, and finally beats Batista with a flying knee and a yes lock for Batista to tap out. And of course, rest in peace, Connor. This match would have never happened without Connor, in my opinion. Connor made this happen. Connor is a legend. R.I.P. That little goat. You are truly missed in the wrestling community. Next up, I have Edge versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 24 for the World Heavyweight Championship. There was so many moments in this match where you thought Edge was going to win. You thought the Undertaker's streak was over. You thought Edge was going to retain the title. You thought Edge was winning this, man. You really did. This was just prime Undertaker, early WrestleMania 20s till probably his retirement match. Well, what should have been his retirement match versus Brock. Peak. Undertaker was on the run of a lifetime. This dude was peak. This was prime Taker, in my opinion. All the early 90s, late 90s bullshit, that shit was ass. This is where Undertaker took off, and this is where Undertaker became prime Undertaker, peak wrestling Undertaker. This match is fantastic. You thought Edge was going to win. You really did. And if you didn't, you're lying. Next up, we have Daniel Bryan versus Edge versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title at WrestleMania 37 and the Night 2 main event. This was a fantastic triple threat match to end the weekend. Not as good as Bianca versus Sasha though, in my opinion, but still an insanely good match. These guys are so good at captivating an audience, and the finish was awesome with Roman Reigns smashing and stacking Edge and Daniel Bryan for the double pin 3 count. It was insane. It was a crazy moment. Never thought I would have seen it. I really thought Edge was going to win this one, but Roman Reigns retains the Universal Championship with a 4.5 star match. Next up, we got WrestleMania 19 with Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle for the World Heavyweight Championship. This match was a fantastic technical masterpiece. Both of these guys were great in the ring. They had very good chemistry. But that scary shooting star press that could have ended Brock's life. Oh man, that was something else. But Kurt Angle puts over the young talent, and Brock Lesnar makes a name for himself, winning the championship here. Next up, I have WrestleMania 20's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, the triple threat match between Chris Benoit, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H. This is one of the greatest triple threat matches I have ever seen in my entire life, with a great moment to finish the night off with Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero hugging and crying, bawling their eyes out. They finally made it to the mountaintop. Man, this moment was beautiful. Next up, we have WrestleMania 28 between John Cena and The Rock for the first time. This match was so aura. This match had so much hype. I don't know, man. They kind of ruined the aura of this match doing it the next year, just back to back, even though they said once in a lifetime. They still went back to the well with this, and I don't understand why, because this match was perfect in every way. The finish with John Cena mocking The Rock's people's elbow just to get caught into a rock bottom for the 3 count was insane. That finish was absolutely perfect, and I really just don't understand why they did a part 2 to this, because this match was peak, and it kind of just ruined the aura of it. Next up, we have WrestleMania 31, the heist of the century. This match was basically just a Suplex City squash match. It was very boring and uninteresting until Seth's music hit, and then the crowd went absolutely insane. Seth cashes in and wins it. Absolutely incredible moment. No one saw this coming. This was absolutely insane and unexpected. Next up, I have Triple H versus John Cena for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This was at WrestleMania 22. I have this at a 4.75 star match. This is fantastic. These two had so much good chemistry, and it was really a back and forth. The crowd work here was incredible. They really did have the crowd in the palm of their hand for the whole match, and John Cena wins. Next up, I have WrestleMania 37 Night 1 between Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship. This match was fantastic, very emotional, and stole the weekend in my opinion. Sasha and Bianca did so well in this match, and their styles meshed together perfectly. This match was fantastic, and Bianca Belair went over, so that's another point for me. Next up, I have Night 2 of WrestleMania 39 between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Championship. This match was insane, and I could not believe that they had Roman Reigns retain here. I really felt like it was Cody's time, and honestly, I think they should have pulled the trigger on him. The build was perfect in every way, and the match itself was phenomenal. They both have great in-ring work and psychology. They know how to hold a crowd in the palm of their hands for sure. These two had such great chemistry because they truly actually hate each other in real life. So it felt real whenever they were on the mic or when they were fighting in the ring. This match was honestly so fucking peak. Next up, I have John Cena versus Shawn Michaels for the WWE Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 23. I have this at a 4.75 star match. This match was awesome with a bunch of high spots. The back and forth momentum of this match was awesome. So many points where you thought either man would win. Ultimately, John Cena would lock in a STFU and win by tap out. Great win going back to back, facing the two DX members. Next up, I have WrestleMania X7 for the World Heavyweight Championship. A no disqualification match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. The callback to Austin versus Brett was awesome, with The Rock doing the sharpshooter to a bloodied Austin. Vince hits The Rock with a chair and Austin gets a 2 count as well. So many awesome false finishers within this match. The beating with the chair at the end was awesome, and Austin siding with Vince was insane and unexpected. At number 4, I have the WrestleMania XL Night 2 main event between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Championship in a Bloodline Rules match. As much as I hate to finish to this, as well as the fact that this match should have never happened to begin with, because Cody should have won at WrestleMania 39 and faced Randy at XL in my opinion, and it should have been Rock versus Roman. WWE pretty much copy and pasting Avengers Endgame was truly epic. When The Undertaker's gong hit, I lost my shit. This was peak entertainment for sure. The in-ring work rate was not even a 4 in my opinion, but the brain rot cheap pop moments were epic in the moment. Next up, I have WrestleMania 41's Night 1 main event between CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins in the number 3 position. I have this rated at a 5-star rating. Being in the building for this plot twist was absolutely insanity, and the crowd was shocked and we all popped. We couldn't believe Heyman turned on both Punk and Roman to join Seth Rollins. The match itself was also fantastic. These guys have so much chemistry and their aura is unmatched. I love this match so much, and it was my first ever WrestleMania main event that I saw in person, and I think it was a damn good one as well, coming in the number 3 position. If you've been keeping up, you know what matches are left. And you might be saying, I'm absolutely insane. And if you are saying that, you are probably right. I am very insane. But one of these matches is a top 2 for everyone, maybe even number 1. The other one, I don't know, I just feel like it's my favorite match of all time. But let's get into it. Without further ado, number 2, I have WrestleMania 26, career versus streak match. No disqualification, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. This was peak. This was absolutely perfect in every way. I remember bawling my eyes out for Shawn Michaels. I couldn't believe his career was over. I was heartbroken but didn't want to accept it. This match was absolutely phenomenal. This thing was filled with so many incredible moments, forcing you to feel so many different emotions. This might be the greatest match in history, although there are a lot of phenomenal matches. I said might be because I would place one higher than this, and that is the number 1 greatest match in WrestleMania main event history. I'm going with WrestleMania 39's Night 1 main event, the Usos versus KO and Sami Zayn for the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships. This match was so insanely good. The story is probably the greatest wrestling story ever told, wrapped up in the best way possible, in the best tag team match of all time. This is the greatest tag team match of all time, honestly. And in my opinion, it's a top 5 match of all time, and as you can see, a top 1 WrestleMania match of all time. The build up to this Mania was insanity. It was insanely good, culminating in Sami Zayn and KO finally on the mountaintop together at a WrestleMania in the state that they got their crazy popularity out of. This match was perfect in every single way imaginable. I expecting nothing less from this match. I expecting nothing more, honestly, because this match is just absolutely, honestly, what I expected from these 4 men. These 4 men are always putting on banger matches. Alright guys, that was me ranking every single WrestleMania main event of all time, from worst to best, including night 1 main events. This took 2 weeks to watch. It kind of burnt me out, to be fair. I don't think I'll ever do this again. Maybe I'll do it next year for WrestleMania openers? Ooh, opening matches of Mania? Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'll do it next year. Maybe not. It's up to you guys. Let me know if I should do opening matches ranked from worst to best next year. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. If you guys did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share it to your friends. Also, hype up the video, please. It helps tremendously. It helps push the video out. Thank you guys so much for watching. WrestleMania is tomorrow, baby. I can't believe that shit. I really can't. I'm so hyped. Come through for the SmackDown stream tonight, 7:50 Eastern Standard Time. Let's go. See you guys there. Peace.